Range bags. What's in yours? What's in mine? Stick around and find out. Hey everybody, Mike here from CMMG, and today I want to do something a little different. I just kind of wanted to go over range bags. I mean, we've all got them, and I'm sure everybody has a different setup. And if you don't have a range bag, you should definitely check out some of the Vertex stuff that we've got on our website. But enough about that. Let's just get into a range bag. What are the bare essentials that you should have in your range bag? Well, let's just dive in. All right. First and foremost, if you're going to the range, you should probably have your gun. I mean, this is one of the ones I'm going to be taking to the range. In here, I have it safely stowed along with some magazines. So, gun and magazines. Probably the highest on the list there. After that, the next most important thing is going to be ammunition. So, you brought the gun. You brought the magazines, you definitely need to make sure you have ammunition, because without any of those two, you're not having a range day. You're just on a road trip or something. The next thing is all you really need to be able to go to the range. So when it comes to the range, you're also going to need a good pair of safety glasses and some quality ear protection. So really, gun and ammunition, eye protection, ear protection is going to be the bare minimum. Now, let's talk about that eye and ear pro for just a minute. As you can see, I'm wearing glasses. I don't always wear glasses. Sometimes I wear contacts, in which case I'd want to have good quality eye pro. If you want to wear your glasses, you ideally want to make sure they're not made of glass. You want to have a decent polycarbonate lens in them at minimum. If you're wearing contacts, again, that. Or you can always wear a good quality pair of sunglasses, especially if it's really sunny outside. So you definitely want something to protect your eyes. When it comes to ear pro, there's a lot of varieties. There's your basic inexpensive over-the-ear type. There are some like this that have electronics built into them, so you can actually hear people talk, and they mute whenever the gunshot goes off. So these are great for people that are on the range a lot. It allows you to talk to people next to you, but still have your ears safe whenever something goes bang really loud next to you. Another option you can do, and this is something I always have in my range bag also, and that is extra foamies. I have foamies of all varieties in my range bag. The main reason I do this is because sometimes, depending on what you're shooting, you have to double up. I mean, there are some guns out there that are really loud, and just to help keep your hearing safe, it never hurts to double up. Put some foamies in with the muffs over the top of it. But the primary reason why I carry extra ear protection in the way of foamies in my range bags is because you don't realize how many times I've gone to a public range, like a conservation range or somewhere, and you inevitably see one person shooting and you see everybody around them doing this. It's because they just got their gun and they don't stop to think eye and ear pro is something very imperative to going out and shooting. So I usually try to be the nice guy and come up to people and give them foamy ear protection at a minimum, because I don't want those guys to have tinnitus and ringing ears like some people I might know. Moving right along, we've already talked about the bare essentials that you need to have in your range bag. But moving forward, this is something I highly recommend. I would definitely recommend keeping some type of first aid kit in your range bag. This is a small one that I have for range bags. I also have a significantly larger one that I usually keep in my truck. Because if you stop to think about it, God forbid you were to have any type of accident at the range, Band-Aids typically aren't going to cut it. You need to make sure you have a tourniquet, or at least some really good bandages that you can really treat a wound that could be up to and including a gunshot wound. So we don't want to think the worst is going to happen, but we should be prepared. God forbid it ever does. So at least a decent first aid kit and not just Band-Aids. All right, another good thing to have in your range bag, and I'm going to cheat here just a little bit because I have a truck and these might be a little too big for some range bags, because this is what I grab, but there are definitely smaller ones, targets. Ideally, you're going to want some type of target to shoot at. If you go to ranges that have, outdoor ranges that have some backstops for you to attach targets to, having some type of target to attach to them is nice. Now, if you are bringing targets, you probably need some way to affix that target to the backstop or to the part that allows you to attach those. So for me, I also keep a stapler, and I also keep binder clips in my bag. So depending on what kind of range I go to, hopefully I have some type of solution to be able to fix those targets to the target holder. Another fun little target is taking some little reactive targets out. Just throw this out in the field, shoot at it with a 22 handgun, whatever. It goes rolling, you get to shoot at it in different places. So keep it running. Try and test your skill a little bit. So even small little targets like this are always fun. Something else that's really handy to keep with you is going to be some type of multi-tool. For example, I have, if I can get it out of my bag here, I have this little multi-tool by Real Avid. We actually carry these on our website. This gives you various things like knives, screwdrivers, wrenches, all kinds of things to do little basic maintenance should you find yourself in the need for something like that at the range. And talking about maintenance, you also should have something in the way of cleaning supplies. I typically don't keep a lot of large cleaning supplies in my bag because that's the stuff I have at home. So when I get done with the range, I have the means to really do a deep cleaning to my gun. But sometimes when you're on the range, especially if you have a long day on the range, you need to be able to do some basic maintenance or basic cleaning on the range. So some type of COP, which is a cleaner, lube, and protectant all in one, is very handy to have in your range bag because it can actually do cleaning, lubricating, and gives a little protection. But you're out shooting it, so at that particular time, you probably don't need the protectant. But cleaning lube, definitely. Something like that, if you really have something gucked up, you can always get some type of aerosol to really blast those parts clean. Again, cleaner, lube, all in one. Some type of cleaning brush and something like a boar snake or something of that sort is also really handy to have with your cleaning supplies. These don't have to be anything really extravagant. Like, you don't have to have all the patches and jags and all that stuff. Just something to be able to knock off some, grime from your gun in the event that it gets gunked up while you're out shooting it. And here's a little something that a lot of people overlook and they don't really think about. But I always have some type of cleaning wipes with me too. A lot of people don't really stop to think about it. If you're at the range all day and you're loading magazines and you get lead and all that crap on your hands, and then you want to go from the range to grab dinner. Ideally, you want to be able to go to that place and go right in and wash your hands. But sometimes things happen. There might be something in between you leaving the range and going there that you want to clean up a little bit. Man, little handy wipes are something that are a lifesaver because you don't want to get any of that crap from your hands ingested into your body. So, handy wipes. Who'd have thought? All right, that was just a real quick fun look at what do I have in my range bag and what are some things I recommend for you to have in your range bag. Nothing was really brand specific here, although Real Avid tools are something we do carry on our website, and we are going to be looking at expanding more product lines in the future, so stay tuned for more stuff to fill your range bag. But I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to go have fun at the range itself. So guys, you made it this far, you know what it's time to do. Make sure you give us a like if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It does us a world of good to get us in that algorithm so we know that you guys are watching the videos. So, like I said, I'm going to shut up. It's time for me to go. And as always, guys, stay safe out there.